प्रेम से बोलिए गजानंद स्वामी की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आदिशक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। As we report the comments once again, friends, on this fourth night of our 7 nights, we close our eyes meditating upon the divine form of Bhagavan Shri Ganapati Lord Ganesh with faith, with love once again, as we ask him to guide us through this night and every second and every moment of our lives. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatikum Havamahi Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrunvannoti Visidasadanam. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shruniyama Devah Bhadram Pashyemakshabiryachatrah Sthirairangai Stushtuagam Sastanobhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vradhashravah Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedah Swasti na Stakshorarishtanimihi Swasti no Bruhaspatir Dadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Yaschandra Samrishabho Vishwarupah Chandobhyodhyamrita Sambhabhuva Samindro Medaya Sprunotu Amritasya Devadharano Bhuyasam Shariram Me Vicharshanam Jihva Me Matumattama Karnabhyam Bhuri Vishruvam Brahmana Koshosi Medaya Pihitah Shrutam Me Gopaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tatchayoravranemahi Gatum Yagyaya Gatum Yagyapataye Devi Swastirastunaha Swastirmanushebhyah Urdam Jigatu Beshacham Shanno Astu Dvipade Sham Chatushpade. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanno Mitra Sham Varunah Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Bruhaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramah. Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmam Avatu Tad Bhaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Bhaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Akanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Ajnanatimirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Nilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om Shri Anubhavanandaya Namaha. Om Shri Chinmayanandaya Namaha. Om Shri Satya Sai Ishwaraya Namaha. Om Shri Gurudattaya Namaha. Om Shri Shankaraya Namaha. Om Tapovanaya Namaha. Om Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Namaha. Om Shri Tulsidasaya Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Salutations to the most compassionate and merciful Lord and Divine Master this night, who is Satyam Shivam Sundaram, who is the embodiment of truthfulness, consciousness and bliss. To you this night, O Bhagwan Shiva, our humble salutations again and again. And as we pray for this beautiful family, and Lord, the beloved parents, wherever their souls are and will ever be, please, O Divine Master, may your blessing, grace and guidance be upon the beloved mother and father of these children. Wherever they are and will ever be, we know that the soul is eternal and the soul is everlasting and the soul will never die and the soul is existing somewhere right at this very moment. But Lord, tonight and for this entire week we pray that may their soul merge with you to become one and never to return in the cycle of birth, in the cycle of death. Punha api maranam or punha api jananam. O Divine Master, we pray, may you accept the love of these children as they pray on behalf of the Atma, the soul of their beloved parents. And as we all join in, Lord, may your grace and guidance be upon our Pitras and our ancestors, now and for always. Salutations and prostrations again and again. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Ganganapataye Namo Namah. Shri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah. Ashtavinayak Namo Namah. Ganapati Bappa Moria. सब लोग आए. Ganapataye Namo Namah. Shri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah. Ashtavinayak Namo Namah. Ganapati Bappa Moria. Ganapataye Namo Namah. Shri Siddhi Vinayak Namo Namah. Ashtavinayak Namo Namah. Ganapati Bappa Moria. Ganapathi Bappa Moria. यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्ध्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात्. As we all think of Bhagavan Shiva, we offer this prayer of Mahamrityunjaya on behalf of Sri Neeraj Pratap, who has undergone surgery, and we pray that may Bhagavan Shiva, grace and blessing be with him, and may the healing power of Bhagavan Baba forever protect him. Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urdvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityormokshiyamamritat. 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 Once again, friends, to our beloved Pundit, Shri Pandit Durga Ji, आपको प्रणाम करते हैं पापा. To Shri Pandit Narayan Ji, our humble pranam. To all the other Pandits and respected elders, it is a great pleasure, friends, on behalf of this beautiful family, we would like to take this opportunity once again to say a very warm welcome to each and every one of you who have come to join with us on this, the fourth night of our Mahashiv Puran Yagna. Tonight, we would like to say a very special thanks to all the children, Shrimati Urmila Govardhan, Shrimati Chandra Govardhan, Shrimati Sita Singh, Praduman, or is it Praduman or Parduman? Paduman. Shri Paduman Ji Maharaj. On behalf of Shri Paduman Jagannath Ji, Daiwanti, Ramphal, Ahilya, Zamiruddin, Anjani, Rahoman, who is lovingly called as Ani Didi, on behalf of Mahesh Jagannath and Jillian Mudalia, we say a very special welcome on behalf of, in fact, on behalf of this family, my friends, to each and every one of you who have come to join with us once again. This family is hosting this yagya in memory of their beloved mother and beloved father. And as we all know, my friends, that there is a debt that you and I as children, we owe to our parents. Matarin or pitarin. The debt that we owe to our mother and father, friends, can take a very long time to be accomplished. And if accomplished at all. And I must commend you all, children, all of you who have come together, and those who are not here as well. May Bhagavan bless them. And you know, whatever you have done and whatever you are doing in the name of your parents, I want to guarantee you one thing. The blessing of Bhagavan Shiva will definitely be with those souls. And you know, my friends, the soul is the soul will never die. The soul can never die. The wave will die, but never the water. Isn't it? The wave is born, and the wave rumbles and tumbles. And you know, the wave intention is what? When you go at the ocean and you look at the wave intention is, I want to reach by the shore. And when I reach by the shore, everybody on the path towards the shore, I'm going to crush them. So the wave intention is to rumble and tumble and crush everybody, and he's going to reach the shore. My friends, when this wave reaches the shore, the wave dies, but not the water. And the difference is, the wave reaches the shore, and you and I reaches the shore of peace, for sure. Isn't it? That's the difference. So, when we reach by the shore of peace, the body is burnt and the body is cremated, or the body is taken care of, but not the water, which is the Atma, the soul. So that soul remains on in the ocean called Paramatma. And so friends, this is what this family and these children have embarked on the opportunity to make this happen. Almost 2.5 years ago, they appointed this Yagna. Almost 2.5 years ago, maybe even more, I think. And in memory of their beloved mother and father, and you know, may God bless you all. Whatever you are doing today and for this week, it will never go unaccounted for. I promise you that. In the name of Bhagwan Shiva. And wherever your mom and dad is, certainly they will be happy. And you know, sometimes people ask, but suppose they are reborn. What happens then? What happens, Mama? Mama, you don't know? Mama knows everything. I think she wants to test me tonight. Suppose the soul is reborn already. I'll give an example. You know, during the Pitra Paksh period, you offer food. You all do? Some people do. So during the Pitra Paksh period, we offer food and we offer tilanjali, etc. in the name of the Pitras. So one day, one guy, he was, you know, very annoyed with this Pitra Paksh thing. And he said, Panditji, I want you to come, I want to tell you something. So I went, sat down in his office. He said, I want to let you know one thing. You see these things that these Hindu people are doing during this Pitra Paksh period, offering food and stuff to the dead people? I don't believe in that, and I don't want to do it anymore. I said, no problem, don't do. If you don't want to do, don't do. He said, because look at that. I offered the food, I went, in the morning I put the food, I went back to 12 o'clock, the food's still there. He said, in the evening time I went again, the food's still there. So, why am I wasting food? I said, very good, don't do. So we sat down in the office and we were talking a little bit. And he said, Panditji, excuse me a few minutes, please. And he went on the phone, then he went to the fax machine, and he sent out a fax somewhere, some emergency, something he had to do, and he sent out the list. So, I asked him, I said, Bhaiya, can I ask you a very personal question based on what you just did? He said, yes, no problem, Baba. I said, what did you do? He said, I sent a fax. I said, for what? He said, well, I'm ordering some cars because he's a car dealer. I'm ordering some cars and I sent the list of the cars that I want to my supplier. So he got the information. I said, okay. I said, what is a fax? I have never seen that before. He said, Panditji, you don't know what is a fax? I said, no. I said, I've never seen. What did you do? He said, it's simple. You take the paper and you put it on the machine, you punch in the person's number, and fax machine goes through, and the person gets the information, and that's it. That's a fax. I said, really? I said, you mean we have that kind of thing? He said, yes. Are you joking or are you serious? I said, I'm serious. I never know what is a fax. Then he sat down and he bent his head and he was feeling kind of bad for me, and I was feeling bad for myself. And then I looked at him and I said, you know, but if you send the fax, I am still seeing the paper by the machine. He said, Baba, you really don't know? He said, the paper don't go, it is the information that goes from the paper. I said, well, duh. When you offer the food for Pitra Paksh, the food don't go, but the information of the substance of the food goes. Isn't it? My friends, that is where they got the technology from. To do faxing and stuff. So, whatever you are doing, it goes wherever those souls are. And you know, friends, the Atma, the soul, receive. And now, next question is, if the soul is reborn, whether they are going to get it or not. Now, to answer that question is, do you ever receive a gift in your life? Yes or no? is it not said that whatever you have and whatever you have to get, you have to work for it? Nothing is free. So if nothing is free, how do you get a gift for your birthday, for your wedding anniversary, for your Christmas, for your Valentine's? How do you get a gift when nothing is free? Well, because of the people I love, they just bought me a gift. Friends, you know how many people right now want a gift and they're not getting it? You know how many people wish they can get a gift and somebody can surprise them and say, hey, you know what, here's a gift for you, happy birthday, I love you. There are many people who want that gift and don't get it. My friends, you and I are alive and here now, and there might be still people of our family in the past life who are still offering for us, and we are getting it in the form of a gift in this life. And that is how the dharma of our scriptures work in our lives. Nothing is for free. And therefore, there is somebody somewhere thinking about us because we are reborn. We are still here. We were not just born in the human body and we just became alive. We were existing before. Bhagavan Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, he says, Natve vaham jatu nasam, natvam neme chanadipaha, nachaiva nabhavishyamaha, sarve vayamatav param. He says, there was never a time when the people on the battlefield were not existing. There was never a time when you and I were not existing. We were here in the past. We are here now, and we will continue to be here in the future as an Atma, as a soul, Arjuna. And therefore, once we are in this world, there are our loved ones of the past still thinking about us. You know how many loved ones of the past life still crying for us, missing us? 35 years after, 40 years after, 55 years after, they're still missing us. I was the Aja of somebody, and that person will say, oh, no, my Aja go crying. This time I am here now, not even thinking about that person. Just a few years ago, a little baby boy was born to one of my godson, sister, and the little child, he had 1 year, and he was now saying 1 or 2 words. And my godson was holding the child, and he said, go bye Baba, go bye Baba. And the child said, Grandpa. So they thought that he was talking about his own grandpa, which is his Aja. But he was not talking about that Aja. He was talking about me as his grandfather. And ever since then until now, if that child sees me, hears me on the radio, if he sees me on the TV, wherever, he says, look, my grandpa. You all see how old I is? So that's the point. The point is, there are loved ones who are still making offerings, and therefore we compliment you as a family, and may God bless you. Always, always continue doing things like these for the name of your loved ones and friends. The blessing of Bhagwan will always continue in our lives. And you know, before I go into our discourse tonight, there is one thing I want to say, and that is, when a child or when children have the blessing of parents, such children never fails in this life. Such children never fails. Parents' blessing works miracles in our lives. I tell you something, friends. It is better to have the blessing of your mother and father and not even the blessing of God. When mother and father bless you, it is beyond Bhagwan blessing. And therefore, to all the children who are here, and youngsters and youths, parents' blessing works miracles in your life. And therefore, as we continue from last night, friends, where we saw that when the churning process was going on between the Devatas and the Asuras, and they used the mountain of fate, Mandara mountain, and they used Vasuki, the serpent, and they used the ocean, which is called the Sagar Manthan, the process, and Bhagavan Vishnu came in the form of the turtle, he went underneath the mountain when it was sinking, and at that time, friends, the Lord demonstrated that He will come to us in any form, and we have to believe this. And as we go on, my friends, it is said that cooperation is very important. Cooperation is very, very important. We made that point last night. Without cooperation and without people coming together, my friends, without people coming together, we cannot progress. Very important point to remember. There must be cooperation. We must come together as a people. We must come together culturally. We must come together spiritually. We must come together as brothers and sisters. We must come together as devotees. That coming together is the, what you call, cooperation according to our shastras, our scriptures. But you know, we just don't only come together. There are many people who come together and cannot stay together. They are separated. Now we will be separated in time anyway. But once we are cooperating and we are working together, there must be something that will hold us together. What is that? Love? Faith? My friends, what will hold us together is, like you know, when a bride and groom gets married, and on the day of the wedding, the couple will be tied with a knot. That knot is called the, what is it called? Huh? How many of you are married? That knot is called as the Gata Band, or it is called as the Granthi Bandhan. And when that knot is tied, my friends, the father prays that as he ties this knot, may it never untie in this life. Brothers and sisters, that is the knot of love. You're right. That is the knot of unity. People come together, and if they do not unite, my friends, then it becomes impossible to achieve anything in life. That is Vasuki. Vasuki is that, you know, Vasuki is what? Vasuki is the king of the serpent, and what he was doing, he is serving Bhagwan. And when there is service, wherever there is service, there is always love. A person who don't have love cannot serve. That's why Baba says, serve one and serve. Wherever there is love alone, there could be service. And wherever there is no love, there cannot be service. And therefore, my friends, Vasuki came together. He went around the mountain. The Devatas held one end and the Asuras held one end. And with that love and that sacrifice, now wherever there is love, there is also sacrifice. Imagine the condition of that serpent around the mountain. And when they were pulling his body to and fro, what is happening to him? You see the sacrifice he is making? Where there is love, there will be service. And where there is service, there will be sacrifice. A person who is not willing to sacrifice cannot serve. And what do we sacrifice? We sacrifice ourselves. Excuse me. We sacrifice ourselves. We sacrifice our time. We sacrifice our resources. In Trinidad, one of the Sai centers, which is called as the Pache Sai Center in Trinidad, every Sunday for the past couple of years, the devotees will go in different villages and build homes, build a home, a complete home for families who cannot afford a home. And we went, my friends, a couple times, and you know what happens? In 2.5 hours, a complete home is prefabricated home is assembled and built for a family. You know, those devotees can do any other thing with their time. They are all working. They are all family people. They could say we have family time. They could say today we are going to the beach. They could have some outing or something of that nature. But when it comes to service, there must be a sacrifice. And therefore, Vasuki the serpent is teaching us in the terms of the philosophy that while there is love and while we are sacrificing and while we are serving, sacrifice happens. And therefore, if we were to apply the same in our lives, when people come together in marriage, friends, we love each other in marriage. In every marriage, there must be sacrifice. In every marriage, there must be the ability to serve the family and to love the family and to sacrifice for the family. And when that attitude is not there, my friends, marriage fails. When that attitude is not there, marriage fails. Friendship is bonded together by that love, and in that love there will be service, there will be sacrifice. If that is not there, relationship falls apart. So you see, I might say I love you, but how much I'm willing to sacrifice for you, that is $1 million question. And therefore, friends, Vasuki sacrificed himself in self-sacrifice in the service of what? What was the objective? Amrit. The objective was the Amrit, which was the nectar of immortality. And friends, be attentive. Where there is love, there will be service. Where there is service, there will be sacrifice. And where there is sacrifice, the Amrit, the nectar of immortality will begin. Will begin. But there will also be poison on the way. There will also be poison on the way. And that is why, friends, when the devatas were churning last night and the burning sensation came, they felt as though they were being weakened by some negative scent, which was that of the poison. But the churning went on. And friends, it is said the halahal bik, which was lying beneath the ocean, the halahal poison, as it is called, was lying beneath the ocean and covering the Amrit. And friends, when the churning went on, the sensation or the fragrance of the poison was coming out. And when that was coming out, my friends, the devatas started suffocating, even the asuras started suffocating. So they stopped. Till this point, they did not get the nectar of immortality. And that is the objective. If they continue, they have to face the poison. Friends, in life, we have to face the poison. In life, every aspect of our lives, the poison will come. Remember, the goal is immortality. The goal is salvation. The goal is moksha. The goal is everlasting happiness. Whatever you want to call it, you call it. That is the goal. But there will be poison in the process. What is the poison? Friends, you know what's the poison? One lady traveling on a train, and while she entered the train, she was an elderly person, and she had a few big bags, but she was very bold with her size, she was very bold with her bags, and she was very bold in the way she carried about herself. And as she walked in the train, there was a seat for two, and she just walked in, and she squeezed between the two people and sat down. Whoops. I don't care what they think. It's a seat for two, I'm going to fit there. And she forced herself in. So all her bags were on the two people on both sides. And she was in the middle, squeezing the other two people. So the person on the left-hand side, she just kind of shifted to the side a little bit to make herself comfortable. And then the other person started grinding, the one on the other side, left-hand side. Oh my God, this lady is so bold-faced. And then she's watching that person, she's watching her friend behind this old lady's back and saying, say something, say something. And the girl on the right, on the left-hand side, told the one on the right-hand side, don't worry. It don't make any sense arguing with her and crawling with her. You know why? The journey is short. I am going to come off on the next stop. Right on the next stop. So why argue with the poor old lady? When the journey is so short, why quarrel? Why argue? Why fight? When you are coming off on the next stop. My friends, the poison is काम क्रोध और लोभ कुमारा जगत न्यायारा. Kam, krodha, lobha, moha, mada or matsarya. That is the poison. Friends, where is the poison? Where is anger? Where is anger? In me? Your anger is in me? No way. my lust is in you. Never. My greed, is it in you? It will never happen. My friends, the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada or matsarya, these are the different types of poison. But, you know friends, when the churning went on, stop rather, the devatas thought that, hey, we have to find a way to overcome, this. And Bhagavan Vishnu, who was there at the moment, he said to the devatas, hey, you know what? There is only one person to help you here. There is one person who is specialized in poison treatment. Huh? Poison control. Who is he? Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shankar Bole. Sab devo me deva nirare, Jai Bam Bam Bole. Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shankar Bole. And they asked him, Bhagavan Shiva, they saw him sitting in meditation and they are saying, oh Shiva, victory unto you. Please listen to our plea and listen to our cry. Mahadev to nehi to sab devo ka santap haran, sagar manthan mein nikla vishu, tune apne kanth dhara.
Thank you.
Friends, when the Devatas prayed to Bhagavan Shiva, they told him, they said, Prabhu, you know, this poison is coming and we need your help. And Bhagavan says, what do you want? He said, Prabhu, we need you to take the poison and get rid of it. Because, be very attentive, remember this, that God said, if one drop of this poison were to touch the earth, every living thing will die. That, my friends, is a very unique and very powerful point. If one drop of that poison touches the earth, every living thing will die. What kind of poison is so dangerous? Friends, in Satyug, there were wars between Devatas and Asuras. Satyug. In Treta Yuga, it came closer between Sri Ram and Ravana, two kings of two different kingdoms in two different nations. In Treta Yuga, it came even more closer between Bhagavan Sri Krishna, well, not Bhagavan Krishna, but between the Pandavas and the Kauravas, between two families in the same city of Hastinapur and Indraprasth. So two families and two cities in the same nation. And in Kali Yuga, you know where is the war? Right here. You see how close it reached? So from Satyug till Kali Yuga, it reached right here. My friends, it is a war between me, myself, and I. I am fighting myself. I am struggling with me. And I am struggling with myself. And as a result of that, I think everybody is to be blamed for my struggle. And that is the conflict that we are facing in life today. Because, friends, the poison is not outside. The poison is inside. And because the poison is not outside, the poison is inside of us, my friends, we are now struggling to deal with ourselves because the poison is working very quick. It is quickly poisoning not every cell of our bodies, but it is quickly poisoning, my friends, every mood of the mind. And that is why when we get into a bad mood, we let anybody have it. I don't care about whosoever it is. Because I'm in a bad mood, I will disrespect anybody. I don't care. And in that too, I justify that I am right. I am right because I am intoxicated by, not intoxicated, probably intoxicated is the wrong word to use, but I am weakened by the poison that, my friends, is affecting my mind. And you see, the greatest poison of all times, my friends, is, you see, Krodha. Bhagavan Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Kamayesha, Krodesha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. Kama and Krodha, they are two enemies that are born out of Rajoguna. And because it is said, friends, anger comes so easily. And you know when we get angry? Who can tell me when we get angry? When last did you get angry, Papa? Huh? Junior Ji? When do we get angry? Exactly, ma'am. See, I tell you should know everything. When we do not get what we want, right after that, anger comes. Notice. Wives, when do you get angry? Wives, when do you get angry? The wife gets angry when she tells the husband, jump, and the guy didn't say how high. And the husband gets angry when he wants the wife to do something and she's not doing it. Anger comes. When the parents want the children to do something and they don't do it, anger comes. When you want something and you can't afford it, anger comes. Friends, anger comes with you and I when we want something a certain way and we don't get it that way. Om Namah Shivaya. Right there, the mind become poison. One girl was there and she sleeping in the night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and she turned and she fell on the bed, the husband not there. She got up quickly and she wanted to know where did he go. So she walked down the stairs, sneaked out of the room, sneaked down the stairs, and saw him in the kitchen, checking to see if he was on the phone, but he wasn't on the phone. He was with a fly, what do you call that thing? Yeah, that. The fly swatter. And he was there in the kitchen. And she said, hon, what you doing? He said, killing flies. You kill any? He said, yes. 2 males and 3 females. She said, what? He said, yes. 2 males and 3 females. He said, how did you know? He said, 2 of them was on the bacon and 3 of them was on the phone. So 2 males on the bacon and 3 females on the phone. So she missed him on the bed. So she was about to get angry, came downstairs and saw him killing flies. When we do not get what we want, anger comes. It is said in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says, that is the cause. And friends, 1 drop of poison called anger enters into the world of my mind. I can mash up my whole family. I can destroy a community. I can destroy a nation. I can destroy the world. 1 drop of anger. If you observe in America what is happening, see what they said in the news recently? Threaten what?
Trump threatens.
That is going to rage. And you see, one person is tempting the other one and creating anger. And so one nation will end up going against the next nation. Friends, the world can be destroyed that way. And you see, when this 1 drop of anger enters into our mind, it starts poisoning from individual, it spreads into our families, it spreads into the community, it spreads into the nation, and it spreads into the world. That is how deadly that poison is. So when the churning is going on, and the Devatas realize that that poison was coming up, not only the poison of anger, but the poison of greed. A greedy person can't have peace. An angry person don't have peace. Today, many of us, we complain that I don't have peace. I want happiness. Why? Because, friends, somewhere in our mind, this poison is penetrating. And that is what we have to do. Reflection. Reflection means when you sit down and don't just remain silent, reflect upon yourself and see where you are affected. See what is happening in your mind. What is affecting your mind? What is affecting your life? Who is affecting your life? Reflect upon it and see what is the cause. And if somebody outside is the cause, we have to change that on the inside. We have to change that on the inside and learn to deal with it and learn to, my friends, move on. You see, the sad part is, one day I was somewhere in some Yagna, and one old Amma was there, and she said, Baba, can I talk to you? I said, yes, Mama. She said, can I talk to you by my house? I said, yes, Mama, I'll come. I went, Baba, I have a complaint. She said, you see, my son, he misbehaving. My son don't listen to me, Baba. I am his mother. And he only disrespects me. He doesn't listen at all. Baba, you need to talk to him. I said, okay, Mama, I will talk to your son. Let him come. Call him. Mama says, Sona, come. Look, Baba, come here. He'll talk to you. He will fix you up. So I said, they're waiting to see Sona. Sona, come. Quickly, Baba calling you. When Sona came, Sona has 75 years. Mama has 95 years. And Mama wants me to talk to Sona because Sona not listening. Oh, Namah Shivaya. When I see Sona come, I say, Papa, sit down, Mama, you're going. Because he has grandchildren of his own. So I'm like a grandson to him. Om Namah Shivaya. I said, Mama. So I called Sona one side. I said, Sona ji, Mama tamate talk to you and buffet up. I want to know how you're going. I said, Baba, Mama is old now and she, you know, a mother is always a mother. But Mama is making her life so miserable because her 75-year-old Sona is not listening. And we have to know, my friends, when to drop things and when to drop the load from our minds. We have to know how to get rid of it from inside of us, that it don't affect us anymore. Because that poison is very detrimental, not to anybody, but to us. And when that poison affects us on the inside, friends, imagine, 25, 1 year old to 25 years old, we're supposed to go to school and study well and get a good education. 25 to 50 years old, we're supposed to get married and start a family and have a wonderful family together with the education that we have, providing for our family and our loved ones. And when we reach 50 years, we know, hey, time to now start giving up attachment to the money, to the land, to the house, to the jewelry, to all those things we accumulated. Let us start distributing it now, because it won't remain with us forever. So in the next 25 years, we have 25 years to do that. Give it away. That's called Vanaprastha. And then from 25 to 100, if we live so much, we're supposed to allow nothing to bother us in this world. 75 to 100. That's the final 25. Because we are supposed to live in this world, in Kali Yuga, we are supposed to live 125 years. So if you all know when you plan to go, then you could adjust accordingly. Isn't it? But since we don't know, we have to live with the principle that, hey, you know what? I got to be ready anytime. If that poison were to come in, friends, our minds, and whether a person is Hindu, whether that person is Christian, whether that person is Indian, whether that person is Muslim, whether that person is Portuguese or Polish. We have a Polish guy here one night. It doesn't matter of race, creed, nationality, religion. This is, as Baba said, there is only one race, and that race is what? The human race. My friends, whether it's a Hindu mind, a Christian mind, a Muslim mind, it doesn't matter. The mind is the same in everybody. So what we have to do is work on this mind, and therefore the point is, do not allow this poison, while churning the ocean of our lives, to surface and destroy us from the inside. Because when our world shatters before us, there is no peace. And that is why the devatas are begging Bhagwan Shiva, hey, Prabhu, you do something. Friends, I want to ask you tonight, is there any poison affecting your life inside of you tonight? Don't tell. Just think. And if there is any kind of poison affecting your life tonight, this is why we are here, to ask God to help us to deal with it. This poison affects us in any way, in any possible way. The poison have a way, my friends, of getting in and penetrating not every pore of the body, but every thought of the mind. And the devatas, they are demonstrating for us what to do. They go to Bhagwan and they are saying, Prabhu, do something. And friends, and Bhagwan Shiva, when he heard their appeal, Bhagwan Shiva said, okay, I will take the poison. And he took the poison in his shank. He meditated upon Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra Ji. And Bhagwan Shiva, my friends, consumed the poison. He kept it on his throat. He kept it on his throat. He didn't allow it to go down. And that is why it is said, Mahadev to nehi to sab devo ka santap hara sagar manthan mein nikala vish tune apne kanta dhara. He kept it on his throat. And very important point, remember this, Lord Shiva kept the poison on his throat. He didn't allow it to go down. Friends, if there are anybody here tonight who plan to take poison, keep it in your throat. Don't let it go down. Isn't it? Now, third important point tonight. Poison enters our being how? Huh? Poison enters through the eyes. Poison enters through the ears. Poison enters through the nose, the tongue, and the skin. 5 senses. Gyanendriyas. And when we see something that we should not see, the mind is poisoned through the eyes. When we smell something that we should not smell, I am fasting but I am smelling. I'm fasting but I'm smelling some tamasic food. Oh Bhagwan. You know, I will take it but nobody will. So the nose gets in trouble. And what we do, we poison ourselves with the smell of the world. I'm just joking with the thing, that part. My friends, poison enters the skin when we touch something that we should not touch. Poison enters into our being, our mind, when we eat or taste things that we should not taste. And when the mind, you see, all the 5 senses are poisoning the mind. Not just one source, 5 different sources of poison coming to the mind. How sorry we must feel for our mind. How sorry we must be for our mind. 5 different sources of poison coming in. My friends, imagine 5 different lethal injections in 5 different parts of our body. I had a surgery and my femur bone was broken. So the doctor was there. He said, he was playing the Hanuman Chalisa for me. He said, he was the anesthetic doctor. So Baba, we're going to do surgery. I said, okay. So he said, you see this? He showed me the big needle. He said, this is the anesthetic. Ready? I said, you do, man. It's not my trembling. I said, you go. I said, Jai Hanuman. He said, okay. 5, 4, 3, and again. It's 1 injection. 5, 4, 3. 3 seconds. Completely knocked out. Imagine 5 injections coming into the body with 5 different flavors of poison. Poisoning the mind. Taste, touch, smell, hearing, and scent. The mind becomes now, my friends, intoxicated. The mind becomes, lost behind these 5 different sensual stimuli that it doesn't know what to do. It becomes confused. And as a result of that, when the mind becomes affected in this way, it wants to give up. And that's why, friends, be very careful of seeing things that you should not see. We should be very careful of hearing things that we should not hear. See, there are certain type of things we have to hear. We have to lend the ear. We have to support others in hearing certain things. But if you know that something is going to directly affect you, be careful of how you listen to it. Be very careful. You see, like gossip and thing. Om Namah Shivaya. Oh Lord, gossip is a different kind of poison. You know what is gossip? Yeah? Gossip is how everybody bad and I alone good. Isn't it? Anytime you hear two people gossiping, what are they talking about? He so, she so, they so, I so. And anytime you hear somebody say, I'm telling you something, but don't tell nobody. That is poison. Don't tell nobody. Please don't tell anybody. No, I'm telling you, don't tell nobody. I have to tell you. Friends, they say if you have communication, you'll have 3G. And they improve it to 4G. And I want to tell you something. Don't let this be your means of communication. Your only means of communication is have 3G, it have 4G, it have 5G. But also remember, it have Shivji. It have Babaji. Communicate with them. And let them. This can't help us. And no one can help us. Except therefore, the Devatas went to Shivji and they said, Lord, you take the poison. And friends, please don't get me wrong. If someone loves us, and someone respects us, and someone needs us, and someone wants to talk to us, listen. Because Bhagwan has put us into people's life to help. But when people confide in us, we don't take that and twist it around to create confusion. Like, let us say for example, Papa, trust me. And he said, Baba, I'm confiding in you. You see that guy here, I want to tell you something about him. And he confides in me because he just wants to get it out of his system. And then what he tells me about that guy, I go to that guy and say, see that guy with the glasses there? He just told me that about you. That is gossip. And that is confusion. Things like that we don't do. But we need each other to confide in each other and trust in each other. And when we betray that trust, my friends, we are betraying the trust that God has put into us. And therefore, this is how the poison affects our lives and destroys us on the inside. So, Bhagwan Shiva took the poison and he kept it on his throat. Therefore, he is called as Nilakanta. Nilakanta meaning the blue-throated one. The one whose throat has become blue. So, Lord Shiva color is not blue. His throat is blue. What is Lord Shiva color? Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpura Gauram. What is the color of Karpur? Kanfa? White. That's Lord Shiva color. Bhagwan Shiva color is white. So, Karpura Gauram. His throat is blue, but his body is white. Like in Trinidad, I think in Guyana also you offer flags. Do you offer flags in Guyana? Yeah? When you do puja? Yeah. So, what's the color that you offer Bhagwan Shiva? White, blue, orange.
In Guyana we can afford a color, we will offer white or
white only. Anyway, so Karpura Gauram, the color of white. And if you worship Lord Shiva as a sannyasi, you put on orange color. Like the orange robe. So the point is never blue. Blue is not the correct color. Because the blue represents the poison. Now my friends, the poison rests on Bhagwan Shiva's throat. So while his body is white, his throat is blue. Now, fourth important point to remember tonight. We can't change nobody in this world. Can you? Can we stop people from talking? No. Can we stop people from living the way they live? No. Can we stop anybody and control their lives? No. We're not supposed to try to take control of anybody's life. Let people be. Let them live how they want to live. And don't allow yourself to be affected by it. Now, fourth important point. While the poison, friends, will enter, the world we live in has poison. We can't change that. We have a choice whether we allow it to cross here. There are certain things that you will see, don't let it cross here. There are certain things you will hear, don't let it cross here. There are certain things you will smell, taste, and touch, do not let it cross here. Let it remain right at the throat level. Which means you didn't have a choice. You were in a situation, you had to be there, and you saw it, you hear it, you smell it, you taste it, you whatever. Don't let it cross this point. Don't let it go into your system and become one with you. And in your mind now, you regret. And what you do, you brood upon it, and you worry over it, and you become confused over it, and you become miserable over it. Are Baba, don't let it cross here. That is why, even though Bhagwan Shiva consumed the poison, Bhagwan Shiva could have gone after and sit down in meditation, calm and quiet. Because anytime, that doesn't mean to say he didn't have the poison is there. And when, even though the poison is there, we could still sit down in meditation and be calm. Therefore, friends, do not allow anything to cross this point. Which means if it crossed here, we didn't have a choice. But the choice that we have is not allow it to cross here. Don't let it go into our system and become one with us. That is when we are going to be killed. That is when our lives are going to be shattered. That is when our lives are going to be destroyed. Because we are the ones who allow it to cross that point. And therefore when the Devatas begged Bhagwan Shiva to accept that, what you call the poison, he kept it on his throat and he didn't allow it to cross. And they all prayed to him, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Friends, let us all chant for 21 times, Om Namah Shivaya. And when we chant, we are saying thanks to Lord Shiva for accepting that poison from us. And anytime poison comes into your life in some way or the other, immediately say, Om Namah Shivaya. Give it to him. He's the one capable of taking it. Om Sai Ram. Give it to him. He's capable of taking it. Jai Shri Ram. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Give it to them. They are the ones who can handle the poison. Remember when Putana tried to kill Bhagwan Krishna? What did she do? Putana rubbed poison on her breast and took the baby Krishna and put him there and said, Are bacha, khao. She rubbed the poison on her breast and Bhagwan Krishna, baby Krishna, 6 days old, he realized what she was doing because he is Bhagwan. And when she kept him there, he started drinking milk and he's looking at her and he's smiling. You know, baby, imagine a baby drinking milk from the mother. And the child is there and moving up his little foot and winking up his eyes. And what Putana didn't know was Krishna was drinking her life out of her body. That is what she didn't know. Krishna drank the life out of the body of this Putana. And when, friends, we think of the Lord tonight, Bhagwan Shiva, if there is poison affecting your life in some way or the other, at a personal level, at a family level, at a work level, wherever, let's all chant Om Namah Shivaya. And at the same time, as we chant Om Namah Shivaya, we pray for our ancestors, our pitras, our forefathers. And if poison is affecting them anywhere, may Bhagwan bless them also. And we pray for our children, and our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren, the future generation. Lord, the poison of this world is becoming so real. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Let Bhagwan take care, friends. And whatever is on your mind tonight, whatever is on your mind, think of the Lord, give it to Him. Empty yourself. Don't let it go down in you. We have to stop this hate. We have to stop this anger. We have to stop this greed and this jealousy from affecting our lives. And friends, the only person can do it for us is we, ourselves. राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरी पुजारी बाबा। राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरी पुजारी बाबा। राम रहीम को भजने वाले तेरी पुजारी बाबा। meaning of Tera Naam Ek Sahara. That's the meaning of, Lord, your name alone is the only refuge. The only thing that can save us, or the only thing that can take us across, or the only thing that can protect us from this poison, Lord, is your name. That's why, my friends, regardless of whatever happens in your life, you always chant Om Namah Shivaya. Chant the Lord's name wherever you are, whatever you are doing. When somebody curses you, Om Namah Shivaya. If somebody insults you, Om Namah Shivaya. If somebody praises you, Om Namah Shivaya. Anytime, anywhere, wherever you are, you just chant. Let that vibration go with you. Let that vibration, my friends, forever be with you. Let that power of that love that is within you go through you to the world around you. Let people do what they want. Let people have bad intention. That's their business. I don't care what you're thinking about me. Because what you're thinking about me won't affect me. Isn't it? But I still might be concerned, so therefore I carry about myself in a certain way that I want you to love me. And I want to love you. And we all have to love each other. But we have to, my friends, develop ourselves in that way. Not everything everybody do will be perfect. Isn't it? Not everything everybody do will be perfect. So therefore, the positive is there, the negative is there. The good is there, the bad is there. The right is there, the wrong is there. The happiness is there, the sorrow is there. The pairs of opposites is always there. But remember, friends, how you deal with it, that determines how spiritually evolved you are. And how we are, include myself. So, therefore, Tera naam ek sahara, Tera naam ek sahara, Sahi naam ek sahara. Chant any name you want, any name you believe in. Some people will believe in Baba, chant his name. Some people believe in Bhagwan Shiva, chant his name. Some people believe in Shri Krishna, chant his name. Some people believe in Om, chant Om. It doesn't matter. What is important, friends? What's inside here? And this is why this is called Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya means self-knowledge. And self-knowledge means, hey, you know what? I am dealing with me. I'm dealing with myself in order to get this knowledge to fix me. That's what the scripture's knowledge is about. And so, friends, when we are able to take that knowledge and put it into our lives, then nothing in this world that is negative can affect us. Therefore, Bhagwan Shiva, friends, he allowed the poison to rest on his throat and didn't allow it to go down and be digested into his system. And when poison is digested into our system, what happens? Some people die, some people dead. You see how wisdom accommodates? You heard Mama said? If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. But we have to remember this. When poison go in our, when we allow the poison to go in our system, right? And it is in our system, and it is not coming out, 1 year will pass, 2 years will pass, 3 years will pass, 15 years will pass, 20 years will pass, 25 years will pass, and you will still hear us saying, Baba, you see, 20 years ago, you see that guy there? That man do that to me. We carry the poison for 25 years plus. It is in our being. We can't forget it. Friends, imagine you are carrying 25 pounds of flour on your head for 25 years. Imagine that. Forget the past. It's dead and gone. And anything that is dead don't smell nice. Anything that is dead don't smell nice. You have to organize and bury it. Or burn it. Things that are dead, the past is dead and gone. Friends, there is nothing that in the past that you and I can change. There is nothing in the future that you and I know about that we can fix. All we can do is prepare now in the present moment. That is why the present moment is a present. You cherish the present. When somebody gives you a gift, you cherish it. It's called a present. So the present moment is here now. Let us cherish this moment now. Because we don't know if when we go to sleep tonight, if you're going to get up tomorrow morning. How many people know that you're going to get up tomorrow morning? I'm getting up on you. My friends, who knows? There are many people who would go to sleep tonight and will get up tomorrow. That can mean any one of us. Therefore, do you want to go to sleep? Do you want to go, friends, from this world with baggage in your head? With the weight of what somebody did to you 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 10 years ago, or even yesterday? We want to go with that baggage on our lives? Then, if that poison is affecting us, how will we be able to cross the point from where the poison is to get the Amrit under the ocean of our lives? How can we cross that point? When 25 years, or 30 years, or 50 years, or 10 years, or whatever time, we still carrying the poison, and we're still chilling that point, that can't cross the poison. How will you get the Amrit? How will we get the Amrit, friends? Don't we want the Amrit? Isn't that the objective? Or have we forgotten that? You know how many people come to the ashram and they forgot to come here to chant Bhagwan name and they think about, or everything else except Bhagwan? You know how many people go on a pilgrimage and they're studying to do everything else except the pilgrimage? You know how many people, friends, they have the opportunity to do good things with their life and they just choose to do otherwise? And you see, that is how the poison have entered our system and it's there. And friends, it is not just there for this life. It has been there for lifetimes together. Lifetimes. This is not only our only birth, We have been here in the past. And not once, We have been here since the beginning. Being born and die and born and die and going through the 84 lakh yoni, the 8.4 million different species of lives. And we have reached to the crown now just to make one step again. You climb up a ladder and you have one step to reach the top and you slip. Right back down. Punaha api marana or punaha api janana. Iha sansari bahut ustari kripaya pari pahi murari. Oh Lord, please have some mercy. Look, I reached the top. I am a human being now, the best in God's creation. Let's have one more step. But Lord, I can't forget what somebody did to me 25 years ago. I want to go back down and I want to deal with them. I don't care how long it takes to come back up, Lord. But let me go back down and fix them up. We're willing to take that chance. It's one more step, friends. We are human beings. When Bhagwan made this whole world and he realized what he made, he said, you know what, it's still not looking nice. And when he made you and I, he said, wow, my world is complete. When he made human beings, he said, my world is now complete. And imagine, look at what the world is becoming today because of mankind. Friends, the Devatas and the Asuras thank Bhagwan Shiva because they were all saved from that poison. And we pray tonight to Bhagwan Shiva, please save us from the poison as well. And as we continue to churn, please give us the Amrit. And as they went down churning, the Amrit came out of the ocean. And when the Amrit came out, my friends, the Devatas got it in their hands. And when they got it in a beautiful jar, they took the Amrit and now war started. Now the Amrit came, you got what you want, and war started. The Asura says, we want it. and we will distribute it. And the Devtas said, we want it and we will distribute it. Does the fight ever stop? The fight will never stop. And so Bhagwan told, he said, don't worry, it will be distributed. And he asked everyone to sit down while the fight going on. Bhagwan Vishnu now gave up the turtle form and he took the form of Mohini, the most beautiful woman that ever lived. Bhagwan Vishnu in the form of Mohini, charming, most beautiful, and the war going on, everyone fighting for the Amrit. And when they saw Mohini, demons said, what? Kya baat hai? Where did you come from? You see, a woman can make a man crazy. And you see, if that woman is beautiful, oh, Namah Shivaya. A man will go crazy after a woman. A man will do anything for the beauty of a woman. The greatest temptation to a man is a woman. Greatest temptation. And the greatest temptation to a woman is jewelry. My friends, when the Devtas saw Mohini, they did pranams because they recognized it is Bhagwan Vishnu, and the Asuras say, we want her. She said, wait. You all can have me. You all can have me, but wait. Listen to what I have to say. You see this Amrit I have in my hand? This Amrit will be given to both you, the Devtas and the Asuras, but you have to line up in a straight line. I mean, sit down in a straight line. So they went and sat down in a straight line. And Mohini said, okay, so we're going to distribute now. And she started giving all the Devtas Amrit. And as she gave them, they drank it. So once they drank the Amrit, they got immortality. So all the Devtas got. And while going down, there was one of the Asura whose name is Rahu. Rahu Dev came and he sat down in the line of the Devtas. And when the Amrit reached in his hand, immediately he drank it. And Surush Narayan Swami and Chandrama Devta, the sun and the moon, complained to Bhagwan Vishnu and said, he is not a Devta, he is demon. And immediately the Sudarshan Chakra started spinning and went and took off the head of Rahu. Rahu body died, and since then his head remained eternal. That's why the Rahu planet of Surya, Chandra, Mangal, Buddha, Guru, Shukra, Rahu and Ketu. 9, no? Surya, Chandra, Mangal, Buddha, Guru, Shukra, Shani, Rahu and Ketu. So the 9 Devtas are there of the planets. So when Rahu head was taken off, from then he had a grudge towards sun and the moon. And he said, you see, both of you, you scream on me, I will eat you. And every time Rahu tries to swallow the sun is in eclipse. And every time he tries to swallow the moon is in eclipse. So when you hear next time that the sun and the moon is in eclipse, it is not a scientific thing only. It was mentioned in our scriptures thousands of years before. That is when the sun is passing through the mouth of Rahu, who is trying to swallow him for squealing. And the time the sun takes to go through Rahu's mouth and come through here, that is the eclipse. And Chandrama Devta, the moon. They say if a girl is in family way and she's having a baby, she must not sleep during that time when the sun and the moon, or sun or moon, is in eclipse. You keep on walking until that time period passes away, because it may tend to affect the baby and the development of the baby, which is very important. So friends, Rahu sat in the line and he got the Amrit, he drank it, his hair was taken off, and Mohini gave the Amrit only to the gods and not to the demons. So that is one sign that the demons don't last forever. They can't. Negative cannot last forever. You see, the negative I was trying to do an experiment. You see, the negative here is not really doing anything, you know. It has to be there. You can't get rid of it. But all it does, it remains stagnant. If you check a vehicle, the negative pole of the car, the wire is just connected to the body, doing nothing. So negative must not do anything to us, but it has to be there. We can't get rid of it. In the same way, friends, Rahu was able to get this Amrit, he became immortal with the Devatas, all the Devatas there, and so that is how the Amrit was distributed. And Mohini Swarupa, one of the most charming forms that Bhagwan Vishnu have ever taken. There's a beautiful katha we will do tomorrow night, if I remember, about this Mohini also. But which one is not beautiful so far? Jai Bhagwan, that one will be beautiful too. My friends, with this message tonight I conclude. Our time is telling us to stop. And let me thank each and every one of you on behalf of all the members of this beautiful family. Chandra Didi, Sita Didi, Ani Didi, Ahilya, Anjani, Mahesh, Jagannath, Jillian, and all the members of the family, whose name I didn't recall. We want to say thank you all for coming and gracing us with your presence. Let us all now please stand as we join in our final action.